Here come your Regents. Whoop. So, Regents are down 2-1 after 2. Third period about to start here. Drew Mendick with Aiden Voss and Gabe Ford, Sam Lee and Max Kaufman. Marquette carries in with speed. Centering pass picked up by Gabe Ford. Gabe Ford dumps in. Icing waved off. Aiden Voss. Oh, Aiden Voss down hard. And Marquette gonna get called for a cross check. And the Regents are going on the power play right away here in the third. 16:40 left in the third. Regents on the power play. Marquette called for a cross check. Voss into the boards hard. Power players: Drew Mendick, Aiden Lee, Jack Kenny, Cullen Gustafson, and Liam Hager. Regents down 2-1. 16:40 left to go here in the third. Oh! And now a second Hilltopper makes his way to the penalty box. So it must have been a 10-2. So the Regents going on the power play here. 16:40 left in the third period. Oh, now it's a second penalty. So it might have been a... I didn't see what the second call was. I wonder if the kid said something naughty. So the Regents with a 5-on-3 opportunity here for 2 minutes. Gustafson loses the handle and Marquette picks up and dumps long. Osman around to Drew Mendick. Drew plays it back down. Hager. Hager at the red line and in. Now in front. Here's Gustafson at the blue line. Gustafson down to Hager on the half wall. Hager walks in. Shot. Saved. Mendick. Shot. Saved. Gustafson. A little head fake. Now Hager to Gustafson. Shot blocked. Gustafson plays it high to the blue line. Hager down to Gustafson. Gustafson angles high to Mendick. Mendick walks into a shot. Saved and a whistle. Aiden Lee getting taken to the box? What? Aiden Lee getting taken to the box for some extracurricular after that whistle. And so that makes it a 4-on-3 here for the Regents. Roughing. Oh, he took the Marquette guy too. So matching penalties, and we will have 5-on-3 continuing for the Regents. Another 46 seconds of 5-on-3. Aiden Lee in the box for matching roughing penalties. Face off, one to the Regents. Warwick plays it high to Gustafson. Now Warwick angles up. Mendick able to hold the zone at the blue line. Now Mendick's pass leaks out of the zone. Gustafson back to Hager. Hager at the red line. Now in. 25 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Mendick to Gustafson. To Mendick. Mendick tripped, but no call. Kenny working in the corner frees it up to Mendick. Mendick high to Hager. 6 seconds left. Gustafson. Gustafson walks in. Oh, misfires on the shot. And Marquette staves off the 5-on-3. Hager picks up behind our net at the red line and in. Warwick giving chase. 14:22 left in the third period. Regents down 2-1, unable to capitalize on a 5-on-3 opportunity. Sam Lee works over in the corner. Sam Lee through the pressure. Now banks it up to Tollison. Marquette's shot saved by Osmond. 13:56 left to go in the third. Regents down 2-1, defensive zone face-off here with Isaac Boucher, Miles Mendick, Jonah Tollison, Sam Lee, and Max Kaufman. Face-off. Picked up by Marquette. Now they play it high in front. Shot saved by Osmond. I did get the skinny in between periods on why that face-off came out to center ice after the Marquette penalty, and it was that the Regents had an illegal change. It was technically like a too many men penalty, but it's not enforced the same way because it was we brought the sixth attacker on before the goaltender got to the bench. Shot wide of the net. So that was a good stick there by Miles Mendick. Poked that one out of the zone. That was why the face-off came out to center ice after the Marquette penalty. I was confused about that. Learn something new every day. Drew Mendick carries out. Now Sam Lee. Here's Gustafson. Up for Ford behind him. And this will be icing on the Regents. 12:41 left in the third. Defensive zone face-off. Regents down 2-1. Aiden Lee wins the draw. Here's Gustafson. Gustafson slips one ahead to Kenny. Kenny, shot, saved. Kenny on his own rebound. Hager dangles around the defender, plays it across to Gustafson. Hilltoppers play it back into the Regent zone. Hager up to Gustafson. Gustafson ahead to Warwick, just out of his reach. Warwick into the zone. Now Aiden Lee claims it away. Aiden Lee plays it into the corner. Aiden Lee with Miles Mendick. Aiden Lee now pinned in the corner. And the Hilltopper is able to carry out. Gustafson gloves it at the red line. Hand pass again. It's not a hand pass every time they touch it with their hand. .11:43 left to go in the third. Defensive zone face-off. Boucher, Miles Mendick, and Jonah Tollison. Face-off picked up by Marquette. They work to a shot wide of the net. Now Boucher jumps that pass. Miles into the zone. Backhand shot wide of the net. Tollison works down to it. Now Boucher pokes it away. Marquette able to chip it out of the zone. Kaufman works back to it. Kaufman banks off the boards. Now Kaufman. Osmond steps out to play that one behind the net. Around for Tollison. Tollison chips off the boards. still working. Now Sam Lee banks off the boards and out. Drew Mendick working over to it. Drew Mendick. Now Marquette into the zone. Backhand shot, saved by Osmond. 10:41 left in the third. Regents trailing 2-1. Drew Mendick out there with Aiden Voss and Gabe Ford. Face off, claimed by Marquette. Hager bodied down in the corner. Now Hager steals it away. Gustafson with Drew Mendick in support. Marquette comes out with it. Marquette around the boards. Gabe Ford's going to win this one. Gabe Ford carries out with speed. Now dumps it in. Voss giving chase. Mendick works over. Mendick pokes it away. Gustafson picks up the loose puck. Plays it around the boards for Ford. Now Gustafson collects the pass in front of the net. Now Drew Mendick jumps the loose puck. Mendick works through a slash. Drew pulls up. In front for Kenny. Kenny's shot. Blocked. Now Mendick steals it away. Shot and a goal! And the Regents tie it up. Drew Mendick steals it away in the Marquette zone and puts it in the top corner. And we've got a 2-2 game. 9:30 left to go in the third. Drew Mendick scores it for the Regents. 9.5 left to go here in the third. And we've got a 2-2 game. Sam Lee just outside the zone. Now Aiden Lee. Aiden Lee carries behind the Regent net. Plays one up for Kenny. Marquette able to hold the zone. Kaufman works out, plays the body. Kenny chips it up the boards to Tollefson. Tollefson gets wrestled at the blue line. Under 9 left to go here in the third. It's a 2-2 game. Marquette plays it in around the boards. Kaufman into the corner with Kenny in support. Now Aiden Lee frees it up to Kenny. Kenny angles across to Tollefson. Sam Lee charges up and plays the body. Now Aiden Lee ahead to Tollefson. Marquette carries out. Boucher pressures up. Now Miles plays the body. Boucher pressures the puck. Gabe Ford now. Now Miles. Marquette into the zone. Shot and a save by Osmond. Sam Lee picks it up on the backside. Now Boucher ahead to Sam Lee. And that one chipped out and into the Regent bench. We will have a neutral zone faceoff here with Drew Mendick, Aiden Voss, Gabe Ford, Liam Hager, and Cullen Gustafson. Face-off, one to the Regents. Voss plays it ahead. Now Marquette. Now Drew steals it. Ford pins it on the wall. Gustafson picks up the loose puck, plays it ahead for Drew. Drew at the red line, blue line, slips one to Voss. Voss tried to do a little give and go action with Drew. Marquette plays it long. This should be icing, and it is. 7:24 left in the third. 2-2 game. Offensive zone face-off coming up for the Regents. going to be Aiden Lee with Angela Warwick and Jack Kenny. Max Kaufman and Sam Lee, 7:24 left to go in the third, tied at 2. Face off, one to the Regents. Warwick plays it high to Sam Lee. Sam Lee's shot blocked all the way down to the other end. Kaufman plays the body in the corner. Now Sam Lee, now Aiden Lee. Aiden Lee works around the pressure and carries out. Aiden Lee, and the Regent's going to be called offside here. 7:01 left in the third, neutral zone face-off. And new group coming on for the Regents, Boucher, Miles Mendick, and Jonah Tollefson. Face-off. Picked up by Marquette. Now Gustafson pokes it aside. Marquette picks up the loose puck. Gustafson pressuring. Now Hager bodied down. Boucher picks it up. Boucher hit high in the corner. Hager plays the body. Now Gustafson plays the body. Hager picks up the puck. Hager gets bodied in the corner. Now Boucher. There's some extracurriculars going behind the play, or away from the play, I should say. Gustafson now plays it around for Hager. Now the Regents are going to get called for a penalty here, I think. High stick. Hager going to the box for a high stick. 6:06 left to go in the third. Regents going on the penalty kill. Hager in the box for a high stick. Aiden Lee, Jack Kenny, Sam Lee, and Max Kaufman are your 4 penalty killers to start. Kaufman behind the net. Wrestled away from him. Marquette below the goal line. They angle it high through everybody. They collect at the blue line. Marquette walks in, shot, deflected wide of the net. Now Marquette plays it off the side of the net, and Kenny able to clear it out. Kenny and Aiden Lee off, Aiden Voss and Jonah Tollefson on. Marquette into the zone with speed. Kaufman reaches a glove out. Now the pass through everybody, and Jonah Tollefson wrestles it away. Jonah still working. Now Jonah plays the body. Marquette collects the puck. That shot blocked by Voss, and Gustafson able to clear it out long. 50 seconds left on the Regent penalty kill. Aiden Lee and Jack Kenny back on. Marquette into the zone. Gustafson. Oh, Drew Mendick's on as a defenseman. Marquette crosses. That shot deflected by Gustafson, and Osmond able to glove it and cover it. 32 seconds left on the Regent penalty kill. 4:38 left to go in the third. Tied at 2. Defensive zone face-off for the penalty killers. Aiden Lee, Jack Kenny, Drew Mendick, and Cullen Gustafson. Face-off, one to Marquette. Puck flung around the boards. Marquette picks up below the goal line. Tipped in front over the net. Drew Mendick collects behind the net. Drew still working on it. Now Drew comes out with it. Banks off the boards. Oh, Aiden Lee throws his head back. He was looking for the short-handed rush. But that off of the Marquette player's skate and up into the Regent bench. 10 seconds left on the Regent penalty kill, 4:16 left in the period. It's Boucher with Tollefson, Drew Mendick, and Sam Lee. Boucher gets sent off at the face-off. Drew Mendick steps in to take it. Marquette wins it. Around the boards for Sam Lee. He plays it up and out. Now Boucher steps over. Here's Sam Lee to Drew Mendick. Drew Mendick banks off the boards up for Boucher. And that's going to be icing on the Regents. 3:57 left to go here in the third. They kill off the penalty. And with 3:57 left to go in the third, we have a defensive zone faceoff. Boucher, Tollefson, Miles Mendick, Kaufman, and Sam Lee. Kaufman gets a stick to that one. Now works around the pressure. Kaufman carries up. Now stolen from him. In front, shot saved by Osmond. 3:40 left to go in the third, and we'll have another defensive zone faceoff. Aiden Lee out there with Warwick, Kenny, Gustafson, and Hager. Face-off one but to Jack Kenny. Kenny tripped down, but no call. Now Marquette able to carry into the zone. Gustafson pokes it away. Now Gustafson plays the body. The Marquette shot wide of the net. Hager deflects that. Now Hager picks it up. Hager carries out. Regents with 3-on-2. Hager into the zone. Crosses for Kenny just out of his reach. Kenny plays down the boards. Now Warwick into the corner. Now Kenny. Kenny steps up into the rush. Hager drops it to Gustafson. Gustafson plays it ahead for Aiden Lee. Aiden Lee into the zone. Aiden Lee around the contact. Gabe Ford and Aiden Voss on. Marquette carries out. Around the defenseman. Shot and a save by Osmond. And he covers it up. 2:31. Drew Mendick, junior forward. Drew Mendick got the equalizer. Face-off one to Marquette. Marquette from the blue line. Shot blocked in traffic. Sam Lee collects, plays it up for Gabe Ford. Gabe Ford doesn't handle it. Now Sam Lee back on it. Sam Lee carries out at the red line. Ahead for Voss. Now Ford. Kaufman with a good stick to poke that one away, and it's played up and out of play into the netting. 1:55 left to go in the third. Tied at 2. Boucher, Tollefson, and Miles Mendick on with Hager and Gustafson. 1:55 left in the third. Face-off one to Marquette. Good play by Tollefson. Wrestles it away. Hager picks up the puck. Now Miles Mendick crosses. Tollefson down into the corner. Tollefson. Now Gustafson at the blue line. Shot. Collected in front by Marquette. They flip it high in the air. Hager plays it aside. Marquette plays it down. Gustafson ahead to Tollefson. Tollefson banks off the boards. This will be icing on the Regents. 1:18 left to go in the third. Defensive zone faceoff here with Aiden Lee, Angelo Warwick, and Jack Kenny, along with Sam Lee and Max Kaufman. Face off, hung up at the dot. Now Warwick comes out with it, plays it ahead to Aiden Lee. Aiden Lee at the red line, blue line and in. Aiden Lee's shot, saved. On his own rebound in the corner, now bodied. Aiden Lee loses his footing. Marquette plays it around the boards. Sam Lee steps over. Marquette able to clear the zone. Sam Lee still working. Now Marquette frees it up. Sam Lee back on it. Now Warwick dumps it in. Aiden Voss just on, giving chase deep into the Marquette zone. Voss plays the body. Marquette carries up. Marquette into the zone. Shot saved. And Gustafson sweeps it aside. Drew Mendick's going to pick this one up on the backside. Now Voss into the zone. Marquette clears it out. Gustafson at the red line. Dumps back in. 15 seconds left. Drew Mendick giving chase deep into the Marquette zone. Now it squirts free. Voss. Now Ford shot. Oh, off the crossbar. Incredible. Oh, my God. And Marquette clears it long. Oh, my goodness. What a chance for the Regents. Oh, boy, Gabe Ford. Gonna see that one in his dreams tonight. What a chance. And the Regents will head to overtime, which is a familiar place for us to be. It feels like we played more overtimes than not. Yeah? I have no idea. Half a dozen? 7? Yeah, I don't know. It's been a lot. Yeah. If anybody knows for sure, let me know in the comments. It's been a lot. Regents headed to overtime, tied at 2. We'll have 8-minute sudden death overtime. But you all know that. You've been following along. This is 7, you think, Jason? Yeah, that sounds about right. Crazy. Let's make it 3-3-1. Luckily, I get paid time and a half when we go into overtime, so I'm making sweet bank this season. Middleton, Memorial, Marshfield, Monona Grove, Wanakee, Verona. And now Marquette makes 7 overtime games so far this season. Let's get the W here, Regents. Overtime intermission done. Junior goaltender Benji Osmond shares a joke with Drew Mendick as he heads to the cage. We'll change ends and we'll play overtime. 8 minutes on the clock. Face-off 1 to the Regents. Sam Lee plays it ahead for Gabe Ford. And Marquette going to be called offside here. And we'll have a center ice face-off. Wow, Jason, we're gonna have to hire you as our club historian. Face-off one to Marquette. They dump it deep into the Regent zone. Now Marquette walks down the wall. Voss gets a stick to it. Now in front, still loose. Now Ford picks it up on the backside. Ford ahead to Aiden Voss. Aiden Voss into the zone. Shot. Wide of the net. Now Marquette carries up and out. Marquette into the Regent zone. Centering pass. And it is kicked in. And Marquette wins this one. I think that one might have gone in off of a Regent skate. But the Regents fall in overtime. Marquette wins it 3-2. I will have to give that one a closer look at home. But it looked to me like it was just a centering pass. It might have gone in off of a Regent defender's skate. So that is unfortunate. Goaltender Benji Osmond has been playing some great hockey for the Regents, obviously. And so that's an unfortunate way to drop this one. But Regents fall here. 3-2 in overtime to Marquette. We will be back on the ice, I believe, Tuesday evening against Janesville in Janesville for a conference matchup. I'll be back with you then. Regents drop this one. 3-2 to Marquette in overtime. See you on Tuesday. Go Regents.